Pokemon, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon are so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, got to catch them all. Got to catch them all. I want to be the very best, like no one ever. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching for a while. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, oh, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend in the world we must defend. Pokemon, ooh, our hearts so true. A courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, got to catch them all. Got to catch them all. Oh, Pokemon, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, well, my best friend in the world we must defend. Pokemon, oh, I'm so true. A courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, got to catch him. Oh, got to catch him. Trying to catch him all, y'all. Oh, Lord. Trying to catch them all. I love you, Misty.
All right. Love you, Misty.
There's
Last
that sound
time.
that fills me with dread.
Last time, on our Pokemon misadventures. You guys had made your way to Vermilion City, where you were to board the SS Anne at the order of Professor Ash and sail with a group of trainers to the Isle of Island of Acapulco, where you were to deal with a infestation of blooded Pokemon, or so they would have you believe. You have been informed by other sources, your contacts in the Pokemon Ranger, that they seek something different. The rumored facility on the island that might have some clues to unlocking Project Mew. Fearing this information reaching the hands of the professors, the Pokemon Rangers have requested you meet up with 2 representatives of their faction hidden amongst the Pokemon trainers taking part on the SS Anne voyage, and work with them to ensure that this information doesn't fall into the wrong hands. You arrived in Vermilion City and taking your time, took in the sights a bit, running into your contact fairly shortly, Masanobu, a tall, starched Japanese gentleman who holds himself with a rigor and a swordsmanship that some in your party respect. He's joined by Kaya, who you met later the next day at breakfast. Speaking of them, you also ran into a variety of old friends as well, Matthias, Bartholomew, and Terry, who are also here to take part in the SS Anne voyage. Making your way through breakfast, you spoke briefly with Masanobu and Kaya, making plans to meet up at the Mermaid Cafe that afternoon. Going about your own plans, making some purchases, some more frugal than others. You guys eventually all made your way down to the Mermaid Cafe, where you had conversations of plans over some tea and coffee. Masanobu had suggested that you guys attempt to waylay the other trainers in some manner, whether to kill or incapacitate, or merely to stall for time as you guys sort of made your way there quicker. You guys went up and down on a variety of plans. Nothing was really settled on, but you all agreed to keep in touch and to continue looking for opportunities to make this work. As we pick up the session, you guys are still sitting there at the Mermaid Cafe. Masanobu and Kaya have just left, and the 3 of you sit alone at a simple white patio table with a umbrella, the sound of the waves lapping on the shore, seagulls crying.
Well, that was quite the interesting meeting we just had.
Yeah. But I feel like it just leaves with more questions. More stuff to figure out.
Like what?
Well, how we're gonna deal with all of this. What we're actually gonna do on this boat. Like I said, I don't agree with Masanobu's sinking of the ship.
I would have to agree.
Though I don't think the majority of the trainers on there would actually die from that, but I don't know.
I suppose we have to ask ourselves, are we really willing to commit murder?
I mean, I already have.
I mean, there's one thing to kill an enemy in battle, but these are supposed allies. These are people who perhaps don't even understand why.
That's true. But, I mean, at this point, I would say that anyone that stands in my way of this is possibly my enemy. This is what I set out for. Now, whether this is the right time to act upon it is a whole another question entirely, but... or this is the right time or place, or... But even if people are just blindly following orders of the trainer corps and are in my way because of it, I would consider them my enemy.
Not to perhaps dig up old wounds, but just so that we can clearly refresh all of our memories on the table. What exactly is it that you seek?
Well, first and foremost, the destruction of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
But deeper than that, I would say the people that created them.
I would agree on both accounts as well. What have you, Asa? You've been quiet.
Oh, because I have already walked away from this conversation. From the
Oh,
last
you're not
session.
here?
Oh,
Okay,
we were
never
just
mind.
restarting it, but
Alright.
I don't think we're considering necessarily what happened at the end there, particularly canon.
Well, I'm against killing anyone who's innocent. And everyone on this boat doesn't know what's going on, so I refuse to kill any of them.
I wonder if there are people on this boat that know exactly what's going on.
Might be.
Hard to tell. Easy to think that we're the group that knows the most, but it's only because we know what we know.
Is Dr. Ash going on the boat?
I doubt it.
That was more of a... He's here, though.
I think he's seeing the boat off, but a heavy decision that weighs on us all.
Oh, it is. All over something that we don't even know. I mean, we don't even know what it is.
Exactly. Could be information, could be a Pokemon, it could be a component, who knows? Whatever it is, it's important enough for multiple factions to try and get it, though. Some perhaps because they know, others perhaps because they fear of what it might be in the hands of others.
All I know is that any more resources in the hands of the Corps is detriment to me. I don't know what the Pokemon Rangers would do with anything like that, if they could even utilize it, but it's honestly going to be hard to tell till we get there. But
Well,
at that point, it might be too late to change our minds.
while that is true, if we push to make the three of us the first on the scene to discover whatever it is everyone wants so badly, perhaps we'll have an opportunity to lend it to the side that we think it's best with, or destroy it ourselves, whatever it may be. Let no one have it.
So it was an option.
Or just send it with Firo and fucking throw it in the lake, in the ocean.
Percy don't care for either side getting it.
I'm leaning that way as well. Damien, I forgot. I've got something for you.
Oh yeah?
And you see him pull out of his pack and hold up to you this button-down, flowery, Hawaiian-like shirt. Thought it could be a, make you look a little bit more cheery, perhaps. It's still got button down, so, we can still see your ripped shirt. You're going on a boat anyway. We're going on a cruise. May as well kick back and relax a little.
Are you telling me I don't look cheery enough? I force a smile. It's like really crooked. This really crooked smile.
So that's what the shirt's for. It'll give that.
I'll give it a try on. Thanks.
I think it'll look good.
What colors are it? What colors is it?
Like Hawaiian patterned, so it's got,
There's a lot of different color Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, this is the colorful shirt with flowers and stuff on it like that. One of them colors is bound to bring out your eyes a little bit.
If I recall, it was a sky blue shirt.
Okay.
And I was always imagining orange florals on it.
Yeah. Perfect.
Sounds
It's a beautiful
good.
shirt.
Might like make you a little more amenable with the ladies.
Well, I don't think
Oh, come on,
that's
Oscar.
true at all. I don't think that's true at all, but
Tell him
I
he looks pretty
appreciate
in it.
the sentiment.
We can't have all doom and gloom on our minds. Gotta still find the pieces of life where we can.
Hawaiian shirt in my inventory now.
Well, I don't know that I got much more to say on the topic at hand, though. A lot of it's going to be waiting to see what happens, I suppose.
Alright, I guess I have one more thing to say. We're meeting with Gary and them soon, right?
Yeah,
And Lily.
he said he should be here tomorrow or something. I imagine that they would want to meet with us. We expressed the same.
Yeah, so about that.
Lily.
I don't think it's gonna do us much good trying to keep our minds shut to the topic, because one slip is gonna just ruin everything, and it's just gonna make us look even more untrustworthy. I think we'd have to tell them straight to their face what's going on.
If we tell them, though, I feel like that's going to be the first force of our hand as to what side we choose.
Yeah. It's either don't tell. It's either tell. I think we've only got two choices really. It's tell them or don't meet up with them. Avoid them.
We're still going to see him on the boat. I don't think avoiding them's an option either. I don't know Lily's range, but what if she sees Masanobu in the center or on the boat? I'd hate for them to discover it from a third party. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a losing battle either way.
But we get to choose how we lose it, I suppose. Or if we can turn that loss
Exactly.
into a gain. Not a win, but a gain.
I think if Gary doesn't already know it, he should know what his Oak is his father, right?
Oak was his
Yeah.
grandfather.
His grandfather. Okay, cool. He should know what his grandfather was up to.
Yeah, he does seem quite clueless about it all, though I don't know how much of that's an act or the truth. Perhaps something he's just unwilling to believe. I hate to say it like this, but Lily's young, impressionable. Perhaps there's an avenue in just talking with her. Either getting her to understand, or if we have to, spin it in a way that we need. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. That's risky.
Don't see her going against her family. Asked her to do something like that.
Riskier than her finding out without us even knowing.
Riskier than just going up and talk to him as a group, I think. Because then we've got a girl that we were trying to manipulate, and she goes to her family about it, and they know we were trying to manipulate her. About how old was Lily? Enough to be a trainer.
She is. I mean, you haven't really seen much of her, but if what you know of her to be true is true, since you guys have been around her or been around the Oak family most of your life, she is in her like early 20s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was
didn't think she
imagining her as like
I didn't think she was
11.
so young. No.
So she was 11?
She's been like
It's-
11 in my mind this whole time.
I mean, she acts 11, so I guess, man.
We know she's a trainer.
Explains so much. Why you acted so nice to her and so childish to her.
Yeah.
Dr. Stylus is like looking back on some memories, like, what the fuck just happened?
My
Those
eyes
interactions
must
that
have
you had
been
with her.
my eyes must have been deceiving me. I was seeing something I wanted to see. Oh God! Just puts his head on the table.
Yeah, she's about my age.
I'm younger than her.
That doesn't make it better. Also,
I'm glad we got that cleared up.
I mean that was probably the biggest surprise I'm gonna find all trip. Hell, I don't care what this thing is anymore. It could be a fucking nuclear device, and it wouldn't surprise me. But that did. Takes a big gulp of his drink.
Yeah. She's old enough to have her own thoughts and opinions on things. Could be a bit.
I was
I don't
against
know.
that idea.
So I mean, the more we talk about it, the more it sounds like we don't have a choice but to talk to him. At least we want to risk it to chance, and our
Which
abilities to
there's-
control our every surface thought.
Which on a journey of this ship, and we can't control Masanobu's or Kaya's surface thoughts either. I mean, the chances of them finding out is nearly 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
So we talk to them, or they find out and they do what they want with the information.
I just feel it would be better to lend our ear to them and at least not become enemies.
Yeah, I think we just put our intentions down on the table.
We don't even know what those are, though.
Well, I mean,
hell.
at a baseline, it's to find out what's in this research facility and figure out the best use for it.
That's true. That's true. I'm sure that's a reasonable thing they could agree upon as well.
I think we just ask what their opinion on the Pokemon core and all that is, and then we lay down our intentions and we ad-lib it from there.
Oh boy. You know, it is times like these I really miss just being a teacher.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Teacher part.
I mean, I'd rather be sitting at home playing some Persona, eating some Doritos, but or whatever the common time actual names of those would be after the post-apocalypse.
Cheese triangles.
I mean, not that I mean this in any sincerity, but we can always just leave our dexes here on this table and walk away. Always an option for any of us. Not a realistic one, but
And live with this regret for the rest of my life. No, I can't.
Don't see that as a real option for me either. Sadly, I think I was born for something greater in this world than that.
I kind of eye you strangely.
Oh, she has told you guys everything, pretty much.
Well, I will say this. No matter what happens, no matter what path we choose or don't choose, or even what any of us do, I'll be by both y'all sides. Even if we hate each other for it.
But if we're on different sides,
All right, we have different opinions.
I can agree that sometimes you've got to make the decision you don't want to make in order to progress further. But we'll
But
see
I
if it
would-
comes to that.
Still travel with y'all, I would still be there for y'all. It's been a long time since I've had anything close to a family. But I feel that way with both of you.
I can agree with that. Screw's probably the closest thing I've had to a family.
well, I see you two as family. I actually still have a family that's still alive, so I can't say you're the closest thing to a family.
Dark past, you know.
But
Yeah,
I
you know,
still see you two
murder
as
in the
family.
apocalypse.
I know, but I can't say you're the closest thing I have to a family when I still have a mom and dad still alive. like an uncle and a cousin. Dead. Killed in the apocalypse.
Y'all are kind of closer to grandchildren for me, to be honest.
And Lily, a great grandchild.
Yeah, she's basically like an infant. So
Well, I swear on the tear in my shirt that I'll do what's best for us.
we know that's immutable then.
Yes, that's a promise I can believe.
I'll hold you to that one.
And also, Doctor, Lily's older than me again. She's 21.
You know what? I don't want to hear it, Asa. I don't care. I have absolved it from my mind. Please don't make me relive it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen an 11-year-old that tall.
If this were before the apocalypse, I would be probably going to jail right now.
Why? You treated someone who's older younger. Why would that take you to jail? Be the opposite. You thought she was 21 and she was actually 11.
You know what? I'm confused. All right.
I tell you to go to bed, but it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's not too early, fun old man.
If you need to drown your sorrows, you can always borrow my fishing rod. Go see Frank.
I would rather calculate pi to the 600th decimal than go fishing.
Fair enough.
Oh. So are we in agreement that we're going to, at some point, talk to the Oaks?
Yeah, I think we've got to.
Yeah. Or we just take him out back and shoot him. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's like, I mean, I've got this half-shot shotgun now.
I just see you immediately raising both your hands in the air after saying that. I'm kidding.
Exactly.
I think all 3 of them would kick your ass, Doctor. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Definitely, the big one. This type of what the fuck was the second scissors?
Daisy.
Daisy. I knew it was something flowery. Definitely Daisy. I think she could pick you up and break you between her thighs or something.
Is that another conspiracy?
So that holds a different connotation than I believe you intended. Been a long time since I've been broken between thighs. Oh hell! What are these drinks?
Tea. What was the barista's name again? Was it like Ashley or something like that?
Yeah. It was Ashley.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't think Ashley spiked your tea, Doctor. I think you're just still a little confused, taken by surprise.
Yeah, probably.
So all that's really left for us to do is talk to the Oaks and get on the boat.
I suppose so.
Yeah. Oh, well. Right. Doctor, do you have to be around when an egg hatches or something? I forget.
I mean, It is helpful. That way you can put it in a ball right away.
I mean, do you personally have to buy any egg that hatches that you bred?
I've never not been there, so I don't suppose I can answer that.
Because I think this egg that you gave me forever ago is going to hatch tomorrow.
Give it a try. We'll be there. I don't know.
Right. Well, I guess we'll meet tonight when we know the Oaks are here.
Was it tonight or tomorrow the Oaks are getting here, Jared?
Well, when you were told it was tomorrow, but when was that?
I thought it was I remember it was going to be today because I specifically started looking for them earlier today. But you said I didn't see them.
They're actually in the cafe at the next table over.
We heard everything.
Oh God!
They actually pop out from behind a potted plant.
Yeah, it might be tonight.
So the ship leaves tomorrow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I thought they said. I thought you said in their last text it'd be today, sometime today. I was looking for them earlier, at least.
Silas checks the phone. Are there any messages?
They were here.
Oh,
See
no, I
you.
apologize. No, there are no messages.
All right. Well, they haven't sent me a message, so they might not be here yet. Perhaps they're getting in late.
Maybe. But we're in agreement until we talk to them. We try to keep our surface thoughts off this idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least if one of us bumps into him, just let them know we need to talk as a group.
And get out as quick as you can from that bump in.
All right.
And if you have to, start singing a song.
Yep.
Get those surface thoughts pressed.
That's a good idea.
Not the worst idea.
What's going on, Oaks? Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. See you later.
You just start singing to them. Okay.
the way I just pictured it, you walk into a door into a room where they're at, and you see them and just immediately, hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. It's like immediately turn around and just like dance your way out of the door.
I think they would know something's up if that happened.
And they just fucking sprint down the street. Probably. They probably would know.
Definitely if you did that, Damien.
Yeah, that'd be pretty out of character.
I would
I'd
love
be
to see
suspicious
that.
of me.
I would pay for that.
I was kind of suspicious of you when you put that fake smile on.
You'd pay for that?
Yeah.
How many credits you want to put down on it?
How much do you want?
How much you got?
Either you,
Probably
either
not
you
much.
have money.
That's why I'm asking you, because I'm fucking broke.
I was about to say neither you have money.
I've got some money.
I got a little.
I have like 3,000. I went to town buying potions and shit. I guess I'm gonna skedaddle. Let's.
It's not getting late.
That's waiting for it.
All right. See you
She
later.
just walks
Not
away.
Okay.
Right.
Well, better yet, you could always try to text, send Gary and them another text to meet up at a specific time.
Not a bad idea, Damien. And Silas will proceed to do so, texting Gary and his sisters to text him when they arrive and to meet on the beach by the docks. And he adds, what should I say, Damien? Important, urgent,
411.
as soon as you get here. I should word it the correct way.
I'm sure it'd be fine if you ordered it either anyway.
All right. Then he'll text when you arrive.
Our only
Fairly
hope.
Fairly important. And he'll press send. And for Silas's time schedule, when was Professor Ash supposed to arrive? Was that also today or tomorrow morning before the boat?
Also today.
Okay. He will also text Professor Ash. What is like the opposite side of town from the beach?
Uphill. You could call it the villa, I suppose.
Okay. He'll text
I thought-
Ash.
Terraces.
Meet it at the villa in an hour if you can.
I thought he was already here. I thought you talked to him once.
No, I called him.
You gotta talk to him on the phone. So he'll send both those messages, and then he'll look up to Damien. Hey, Damien. When we're back from this island, and whatever's happened has settled, can you make me a promise?
Maybe. Of course, it depends on the promise.
Had to see what you'd say first. And he reaches into his pack and hands a baseball towards you and says, "Let's play catch."
What the fuck? I'll reach out, grab the grab the baseball, extend a hand, put it on your shoulder, and sure.
All right. And there's a genuine smile that crosses his face that you don't see very often.
Okay.
Well,
Your phone goes
Guilty.
off.
till the Oaks then. And he'll flip down and look at the phone.
Hey, just getting into town.
Who is it?
Gary. BRB. Gary knows text slang.
He just slowly flips the lid and looks back up at Damien. Do you mind sprinting and finding Asa? Gary just got into town. Can't have her walking right into them at the fucking center.
I'm on it, and I'll immediately turn around and run to the door.
If you can, get back here in half an hour. And then
I'll
Silas
regard the message as I run up the door.
And then Silas immediately calls Ash as soon as he's run.
He doesn't pick up.
God damn it. All right. He'll just wait there. He'll go up to Ashley, actually. Ashley. Excuse me.
Yes.
I'd like some tea, but you stock it.
I was gonna ask. In your tea, sir?
Yeah. And a little lemon.
Sure. What do you want in it? I guess.
Whatever the strongest thing you got is.
Pop rocks.
And a shot of it as well.
Sure. That'll be 180.
He'll give her 200. Here. I guess you don't have a use for this. 180 it is.
A tip for you, you dirty socialist. She brings it up.
Yeah.
Just pours a cup of tea, then brings over a bottle of something clear and shot in the tea, shot on the side.
Delightful. He downs the shot. Takes the tea back to where he was sitting, and he's just gonna fucking wait because he ain't leaving this goddamn dock, I guess.
You live at the Mermaid Cafe.
Every time he tries to get away, he's drawn back to meet with someone again.
You can never leave. Oh, Sakura.
Yeah.
Where have you gone off to?
After I talk like that, she'd probably walk.
The beach.
Yeah, walk the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
That's exactly the way I went.
And she had to think to herself.
Okay. Well, Damien, seems pretty clear that you've you've got this figured out. I'm not gonna make you roll anything. You called it before she did. Yeah, you catch up with her when
If I didn't know which way she went, I would have asked people around if they saw
Hustle and you catch up with her.
Little green bird on her shoulder.
She actually put it away before during that meeting.
She probably took that shit out the second she walked out that door. In my eyes.
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah. Either way.
Can't believe I got to do this again, but Natu's green.
Yes.
What color did you think not to was?
Orange.
Yellow. Orange. What color are his wings?
Red.
Yeah, orange and red actually sound pretty cool. I think I'd prefer that to green and red.
He probably looks less exotic though.
That's true.
He probably literally just looks like a ball Pokemon to you. All right. So yeah, within like 5 minutes, you'll catch up with her.
Okay. Glad I caught up with you, Asa. The oaks are here already.
Oh, already?
Yeah. Imagine that. What a coincidence, right?
I know. Alright, well. No time like the present.
Back to the cafe.
Hey.
Pick up Silas. Head down to the beach.
You. Why didn't he just come with you?
we didn't know which way you went.
We're pretty good at guessing, that's for sure.
Oh, I mean, same thing I would have done after a talk like that. We don't get to see the water very often either.
No, it's quite beautiful. Squirtle enjoyed it yesterday.
Yeah, I bet.
Alright, let's go get him. Before he thinks another 20-year-old is a 10-year-old kid.
Anything you guys talking about just the two of you?
Don't know.
That's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Damien, I think you've probably have the same feeling that our viewpoints of things are starting to split, go different ways.
Oh yeah, I don't think any of us are on the same page anymore.
100% at least. I think we all agree that we need to stop the Pokemon training corps.
I kind of look around a little bit, make sure there's no one really around us.
Oh yeah, it's probably not the best thing to say right now. I think we have the same main objective, or at least first objective, but after that,
The way that we all want to get it accomplished is just different.
yeah.
Well, to an extent, I guess.
Oh,
I'm
you
sure
and
Silas-
you and the doctor are a little bit closer in thinking. I think you're willing to take it a little bit more extreme than him.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Well, you want the complete annihilation of Pokemon. I've watched the doctor. I think he more or less wants to still use the Pokemon for his own gain sometimes. Gain.
I've heard him
Yeah.
talk about spreading some kind of incurable disease among them, so who really knows what the doctor's thinking? I mean, he knows a lot more about all of this than we do.
True. I'm not saying he's an enemy. I'm just saying that I think you're more than willing to kill Pokemon than he would be. I think deep down he still sees them as some type of tool.
Potentially.
Hell, he created the one Pokemon.
Yeah, I did find that kind of odd, but at the same time, he did say that science was going to be our way to deal with it, and
True.
maybe he creates this Pokemon with this disease and sends it out. Who
True.
knows? Who knows what he's really thinking?
I just worry that if we accomplish our main goal, that the three of us might split apart after that. And I don't know what would happen after that.
Well, I mean, all we can really do is try our best to stop that from happening.
I guess. That's it.
Morals can bend, but should never break them.
No. I guess.
So while I disagree with most of what you believe in, I guess, if it comes down to it, do what you have to.
Happy to hear that a little bit. Well, actually a lot.
Because I'm not gonna judge you for it, though we still may become enemies.
Two of us ever became enemies, you would be my number one rival, at least. But we would agree to kill the old man first. She would say that as a joke. I'm just kidding. Knowing him, he'll probably die from old age or just not knowing how to survive in this world.
I think it's gonna take a lot to take that man down.
As he comes in, as you walk down the beach, and the Mermaid Cafe comes into view, and you see the doctor gently sipping on his tea in the distance.
You're right.
Let's get ready for this, I guess.
Yeah. I'll try to keep my mind clear of anything until we actually tell them. So they don't get the...
Well, it's only Lily that can actually do anything about it.
Sure.
If we mention it before, I mean, they probably know something's up already anyway. So once they're seated down seated in the cafe with us, there's probably no real need to hide your surface thoughts.
I guess. Go see if Ashley has some booze in the back.
Dude, a lot of those lunchtime drink orders. Push open the door to the cafe and hold it open. Once Haas is in, I'll just go sit down next to the doctor.
So you sit down with the doctor. Ask where you go to get a drink.
Yes. Ashley, right?
Yeah, it's close enough.
What was it? Sorry.
Ashley?
Ashley?
Yeah.
I swear, I thought I heard it pronounced a little bit different there.
Well, it's Ashley.
Ashley?
Ashley.
Ashley.
Don't sweat it. It's Ashley's fine.
Do you have anything? Do Do you have anything to drink besides tea or coffee?
Yeah. I've got all sorts of drinks, juices, and there's alcohol back here if you want.
I'll take a.
Lemonade?
I'll take some of your alcohol.
Take a,
Sure. What can I get for you? I'll take an alcohol, please.
I'll take a Long Island iced tea.
Hey, you trying to die?
It's effectively what Doctor got.
Yeah, pretty much. Just a beer will be fine. Any type of beer that you have. You hear that, Jared?
I'm sorry.
I said just a beer would be fine.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Oh, alright. I was like, awkward
Oh, sure.
silence.
Yeah, sure. 50 credits.
Alright, here you go.
She's she just has the book out at this point. You guys keep coming up.
Yeah. I might be back for another one.
Sure. I'll be here.
And I'll go sit down with the other two and start sipping from the.
Anything the two of you say before Asakura gets there?
Careful, Doctor. She has a murder plot against you. No, no, I don't say that. Nothing on my end.
Nope.
Okay. Asakura comes and sits down.
Just
She has a beer.
yeah, just to help with the stress a little bit.
So with the Oaks, I think we start from the beginning.
Born?
I think we explain all the things we've been through the past little while here, and
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I thought you meant the beginning.
Everything since Cerulean when we last caught him up on our activities.
yep.
Fair enough. Should be fun.
Oh, there's Gary waving at you guys.
So we're meeting them at the beach, right? By the docks.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
not even meeting them here.
I would recommend that we don't be here.
Yeah, probably.
We
good
go
idea,
to the
I guess
beach around no one else.
Sure.
Silas looks under the table.
Okay.
Anything unusual?
No, I would have said something.
He looks up at the underside of the parasail. Yeah, the beach.
You've basically been sitting there the whole time. That stuff would have to be there from the beginning. I'll get up. I'll get up and was Gary still waiting by the door? Or the window or whatever he waited
Well,
from?
you guys are. Well, there's no door. You guys are out on like an open decking area, if you will, outdoor seating. The building itself only serves to house Ashley. It's a little bigger than her window, but like, it's clearly like employee stuff. You don't actually go inside.
Cool. That paints a different picture for me.
So like, he's down the beach, like coming towards you guys. Like, you see now his sister's in tow.
Oh, no.
I'll kind of shout, "Head to the docks. We'll be there in just a sec."
What?
Head to the docks. We'll be there in just a sec.
Give me a beer.
Sure. Either of you two want one too? Or
Yes,
you-
yeah. He turns. Daisy slaps him. Give 3 beers.
Bring 3 beers. Alright.
Hold on. Cranberry vodka.
Who's the cranberry vodka for? And also, are we allowed to drink on the beach?
No rules, just right Pokemon.
This is a post-apocalyptic beach. There's no rules here.
No rules, just right.
Alright, well,
I'll go up to the counter to see Ashley.
Yeah, your total's gonna ring out to 240.
240.
Yeah.
Leave
You guys,
with
are you paying for it?
yeah.
Silas is waiting by the stairs at the bottom.
All right, and you attempt to carry 4 drinks.
I'll
That's
help.
easy.
Would help.
Especially if they're beer bottles. Are they in glasses or are they in bottles? The beers.
They're in glasses.
A bit more difficult then.
If needed help, Asakura would help.
Bottling is a rare commodity.
That's right. Was it Frank that told me that? It was Frank that told me that, yeah.
Yeah. Frank the wise ass fucking man. All right, so the two of you grab up the drinks, meet Dr. Silas down at the bottom of the stairs, and then you're off to the docks.
Yeah.
Gary and the sisters are just waiting down the beach for you guys. So you guys are approaching pretty quickly. As you begin to feel that familiar prick in the back of your head, Damien.
How were your travels?
When I
Hold on, bro.
when I feel the prick in my head, I'll make a silly face at Lily. Like I'll
She's out of your head. She's
put
gone.
I'll put my thumbs to the sides of my head, like, and have my fingers up like antlers and stick my tongue out at her.
You get this embarrassed feeling inside of you, this like hot, flushed face feeling from within you, Damien, and then the mental connection is severed.
Ever.
That's how you do it, boys. Antlers.
Gary's like, "Hey, nice look."
Of course he is.
Hey guys, comes up, claps you guys. Gets you with that handshake first, Dr. Silas.
Yep.
He gets all three of you.
Good to see y'all again. I can't believe I just said y'all.
Daisy tries to fist bump you, Dr. Silas. I don't know. Did you do the fist bump?
He accepts it.
You fist bump? Fist bump? Damien?
I'll fist bump, then I'll bring it back around for a down bump and an up bump.
Damn, and she comes with it too. She saw you turning. She came through from the bottom, she came through from the top, bing bang. It's like, hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing?
Good.
Oh, we're doing all right.
Okay, yeah, that's great. You guys look great.
You guys do too.
Silas is singing Beatles songs in his head.
You do not detect Lily's presence in your mind.
He's still singing Beatles song in his head.
It's not every day you get to see something like this, right? I'll just kind of motion my head towards the sea.
Yeah, Vermilion's the best. Gary sighs. Nothing like home, huh?
Not at all.
Oh.
The way it just goes. Do you think that's what it all looked like? Just endless horizons, unbroken.
You mean the ocean?
Oh.
I mean, the land. So much of our life is spent seeing, you know. He looks out kind of sadly at the horizon. Oh man. Couldn't see as far as the eye, I guess, could see, for instance. Until I was a Pokemon trainer. Before then, your view's always blocked.
It would be nice if you could look out from town and not see a bubble.
Not see walls. Not see. Just surrounded by walls of stone.
But
Honestly, walls of stone are better than streets of concrete and poles of wires.
I guess that's true. Not much of a view out there. This is. Oh no! I kind of prefer I prefer the wild. You can jump on everything. Well, the pier.
Kind of, yeah. Our situation kind of reminds me of that anime, Assault on Giants.
You mean Titan
boy.
Attack? You mean Assault Titans?
Oh yeah, oops, all Titans.
Well, we're dead now. Thanks.
So, you guys make it out to the pier. Every once in a while, Damien, you feel really sort of like peek into your mind?
The first couple times, I'll just kind of. Don't want to do that. No, not yet. If it's on the actual walk down to the docks or pier or whatever, I'll just I'll do my best to keep her out by making faces and stuff. But
Yeah, you notice a trend with Lily. And I mean, you can do with this what you will, but when you turn to look at her, oftentimes she is looking directly at you. And startled and hides her face away again in the folds of her robes.
okay.
But she's always just barely looking at you. Like just peeking.
She whenever I feel this prick in my mind, is she always looking at me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah, whenever I feel the prick, then on the way down, I'll just kind of make eye contact with her.
Yeah, you stop making faces and just start making eye contact with her, same results.
But then once we're closer to the destination, I'll leave my mind a bit more. I'll just stop trying to push her out as much, I guess.
Okay. Start letting her get comfortable again.
Yeah.
If she ever peeks into Silas's brains, it's
She does not. She doesn't touch. She doesn't touch either of you.
oh, okay.
See, I kind of almost had a feeling it was gonna be like this.
Let's cross the universe by the Beatles still.
Yeah, this is why you were the one who was like, "We need to do something about this." It was always going to be you. If anyone gave it up, it was always going to be you.
Or
So-
she's just gonna pry your mind the whole time.
I mean,
the
are
song, the song in my head is "I Want to Hold Your Hand" by the Beatles.
Oh my God! There's no way. There's no way she's going. No, she out. Make a charm check.
No, that's not true. It's not in there. I don't even know who the Beatles fucking are. The Bee Gees, on the other hand.
You would know the Bee Gees for sure. In this alternate universe, they actually were as big as the Beatles. Which is, the Bee Gees were big, but and the Beatles in this universe are about as big as the Bee Gees were in the real world.
Being all their hit songs were all on one movie.
Yes. Yes, so there's the Bee Gees
A whole
movie.
different movie.
Yeah.
Well-
I'm sorry. Don't
Well-
deal with the ramifications of this as you guys approach the end of the talk.
Pretty much every Bee Gee hit is on Staying Alive movie. Or I'm Staying Alive and Saturday Night Fever. John Travolta.
That's true. Boogie Wonderland.
That'd be a whole different movie if it was the Beatles the whole time.
Well, then you have to make Across the Universe as a Bee Gees movie. Anyway.
What if there is just the Bee Gees movie?
It's Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld's the lead singer of the Bee Gees.
Why is Jerry Seinfeld now the lead singer of the Bee Gees?
Why is he even here?
Because he's in the Bee Gees movie. They're just bees. They're bees that seduce human women.
I don't like. I don't. I don't like this alternate universe anymore.
Yeah, I'm out. Good
So
stuff.
okay, it wasn't the kill Pokemon that like really did it in for you guys. It was the Luigi's. All right, you approach the end of the dock.
Don't tempt us, Jared.
Approach the end of the dock. Or as you guys are walking, I assume you guys are talking as well. I was just kind of going over how Damien's faring with his little warfare.
So how have you been, Gary?
We've had a hard couple of weeks, but we're getting there.
Take out anything big?
No. We headed back home. We're just coming from Pallet, actually.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying you were going back to Pallet. Is everything okay over there?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, the building's gone.
Oh, yeah. Well, that burned down that night.
Right. Yeah. And we found something, says Daisy. Gary's like looks at her and shushes her. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Alright. Well, we fought a huge ass murderous what the fuck is that? Victory bell?
Oh, legit.
Yeah, it was one of those ones that's killed someone, so it was like talking to us.
It's talking to you?
It was pretty much just saying kill me.
You sure it wasn't an illusion?
Could've been, I guess.
Who knows?
There have been blooded Pokemon who've been known to mimic human behavior to unsettle people.
Well, that would make a lot more sense if I was saying kill me. Killed a different trainer, so I guess that was probably the trainer's last words was just kill me.
But what if the human in 8-8's consciousness was still trapped within the Pokemon, and that was what was saying kill me?
Oh,
True?
that's a mind fuck.
That is a mindfuck.
Gary's like, I don't think that'd be possible.
Not
mean,
the biggest
how-
mindfuck
I
of the
mean,
day,
we've
though.
got these little monsters made of fucking photons.
It's true, but I mean, how would they become one? Oh, I don't want to think about that.
I think it's something worth investigating.
I suppose that's true.
That's not the biggest mind blow of the day, though.
You guys are approaching the end of the pier.
God damn it!
She won't say what the biggest one is, but she just chuckles to herself.
So what'd you guys find?
Oh, hey, you guys called this meeting. You first.
Fair
Although
enough.
he looks around. Something tells me we're a bit on the same page.
Oh,
Did you figure out the truth about your grandfather?
Ah,
He nods.
you understood my message then.
Yes, well, as I said, we've made a few discoveries of our own.
oh.
Well,
The meaning
Please
behind
do
it.
tell. I would like to
Our
hear about
information
it
probably
immensely.
lacks in comparison to yours. It might be best for you to start and for us to fill in any details that we know.
I disagree. I think it should be opposite.
Very well. Beneath the training center, found a lab. Nothing crazy. but with some of the research notes we found that were. Did you know about this Project Moo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused. Is it Project Moo or Project Mew?
Matter of pronunciation.
I mean, it's all Greek to me.
I just heard it like said 3 different ways. Something like that.
You still have them papers?
I mean, no, I left them there. He looks back. We came here with Professor Ash.
Did you now?
He's
What's
kind
he
enough
gotten
to
up
give us
to?
He's just kind enough to give us a ride. We weren't going to be here fast enough from Pallet Town.
Ah,
Did you let him know where you were going? Just curious. Not a big deal. I mean,
I just said we were heading down to the beach.
okay.
But, I mean, we learned about this Project Moo, that grandfather was on it, that he was creating Pokemon with these other professors.
It's all true. We went
Did-
and met with a man named Bill.
Are we in a little bit more of a seclusive area now?
That was the intention, yes.
Alright, so I kinda wanna do something just to keep an eye out. I'm gonna have so what's the number of people, like, is there a lot of people around us? No people around us?
I mean, there's nobody near you guys, but I mean, there's people within 10 meters. Maybe.
Alright, so that'd probably be weird. We're right by the docks, right?
yeah,
we're
like
at
the end of the
I
pier.
think.
End of the pier. Is
Yeah,
there
the
any,
SS,
like,
the SS and Lumi above you guys.
is there like any high ground, like
You see at least 4 floors. What's up?
is there like a flagpole or something?
Flagpole? No, not really.
Something higher, like some type of pole that's tall, something
I mean,
taller than
the
us.
SSN
SSN.
right next to you.
True. I don't want to gain any. I don't want any attention coming our way, but at the same time, I would like to try to get a bird's eye view. I'm going to have. Well, first I'll bring out Natu, and I'm going to have Natu kind of just fly up and land on the SS end, like probably the railing of like just the side of it, and look out back towards the city, like the Poke Center, like where the buildings in the Poke Center kind of are.
Sure.
And then I'm going to share senses with Natu during this whole conversation and keep a bird's eye view of anything that
Alright.
might be of anyone walking towards us.
Make a perception check.
All right. And this would be under Natu, so I have to get Natu's shit out. I'm doing this just because they told Ash that they were going to the beach. But where are you? Perception. There you are.
But no, we've been dealing with this information the last few days, processing it.
What did Professor Ash think of it?
We didn't share it with Professor Ash. Although I'm sure it's things he is well aware of.
You'd be correct.
I thought our best course of action would be to talk to you guys first, if we're being honest.
Well,
This
the
whole thing, it
reasons
seems
we
like-
felt the same.
It seems like Everyone in this world's at odds with each other.
Agreed.
I don't see a hero in this situation. This is. But we should be the heroes.
Well, we got one thing in common going for us. We're all from Pallet. And so, in a way, we're all kind of like the same community, the same extended family. We gotta look out for each other.
Well, then fill us in. What do you guys know?
Well,
Damien, would you care to?
I suppose. Well, after we left Cerulean, we took a short detour and met with a man named Bill. He was a part of this group called Sakura Corps that your grandfather was a part of as well.
Yeah, that's what the files all said.
And,
Sakura Corps, big cherry blossom tree on the front of the folders.
And they were a group within the Trainer Corps responsible for the creation of Pokemon as we know them.
Well, the Trainer Corps, the Sakura Corps came first. The Trainer Corps came after.
So this Sakura Corps has just become Pokemon trainers?
At its heart.
So Professor Ash is... He was a part of this too. Professor Birch.
Yep.
Professor Magnolia.
What are your... Because it's kind of hard to ask that without, I guess, telling you more, but... Basically, they had this Project Mew, and they created this kind of, I guess, all-powerful Pokemon entity. And, pretty sure it kind of messed with all of their instruments and stuff and locked everyone in this lab. Basically reversed the bubble and trapped the humans inside and let the Pokemon do whatever they want. And it wiped out most of them. At least the ones that were present there. If I remember correctly, they were... Was it was mostly human trials that made Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Not mostly human trials, but there were certainly human trials.
Mostly just animal trials, then?
Mostly animal. I mean, they did trials on inanimate objects.
I remember the story they told us about how one time they were like, let's just throw a fucking thing of ice cream in there and see what happens.
But yeah, they did tests on all sorts of things. Including animals, humans.
Ice cream.
And that's what created what caused the apocalypse.
That's a lot to take in.
Oh, that's just the start. This entity is now out there.
Go on, Doctor.
Tried to kill us.
This Project Mew is after you?
Ow. as I'm like, my eyes are glowing because I'm still using Natus as my eyes. Twice actually.
Not directly. We got in its way twice.
He definitely knows of us, though. He knows who we are. Said
Yeah.
so to me.
It's probably good to know. It seems as if whatever we're doing, we're probably getting this way a third time.
Yeah,
Well, I was.
and basically just broke off the lighthouse we're in, threw us into the sea, and sent a giant star you after us. Well, did we know it's a star? Did we know it's a star you? I don't
Yeah.
think we'd know it's a star me. We knew the star U's. I don't know if we know the star me's.
Check your Pokédex.
Threw quite a bit of big Pokemon at us. He also threw like a huge Goldeen at
You don't
us.
have either in there.
Because
Sent
we
these
were fucking fighting for our
freaking
lives.
crazy star things at us.
And a fish. A big ass fish.
Silas is showing them the dex entries of the pictures that we do have. Well, they mentioned Pokemon names.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we've seen some of these Pokemon before.
It's like it shot a bit of its power into this thing and made a much larger version of it. It was bizarre. It wasn't like a blooded Pokemon. It was just like it shared some of its power with it.
That's what you guys were saying happened with the Onyx, right?
Yeah.
Well, last time we talked, I didn't. At that point, I hadn't told the other two about what I saw. So, yes, the Onyx was the same as these.
Well then, but you haven't fought this thing.
No, and if we did, we'd
Ooh.
surely die. That's the sense that I get, at least.
Why, if it could crush you so easily, or I mean, Daisy, if it could crush you so easily, though, why would it leave?
Overconfidence, maybe?
Ego.
I think he was pretty sure that he got us in the water. He did throw a lighthouse in the water and it sunk and sent 3 or 4 huge Pokemon at us. I would have thought we would have died too. We almost did.
So, so that's everything? I mean, it sure
Well-
seems like...
I suppose my question to y'all at this point would be, knowing these things that you know about the Mew, about the project, the core, how do y'all feel about that? What do you think should happen?
Damien, have you been allowing Lily to read your mind this whole time?
At this point, I'm not doing much to keep her out.
Okay.
I'm kind of letting, if she's searching for any of my like genuine feelings or anything like that, then I'm letting those be out in the open.
Sure. Okay. So as other things are mentioned, as this is happening, you're very likely thinking about what Dr. Silas is about to say.
Yeah. I was about to ask the same question he was. That was on my mind, and then talking about the Pokemon Rangers is also on the top of my mind.
Okay.
So she's probably seeing that bit of that and how I feel about all of that.
I mean, Jason says, it just seems like there's nobody here to take care of the people. Gary says, it's... I mean, yeah, it's kind of disheartening to think that the only thing that you thought stood between humanity and these Pokemon was this organization that was protecting us.
It's just the organization that created them and is continuing to use them all this time. And plans on continuing to use them in the future.
Where did this technology come from? When did they make this? Why?
I assume it's possibly bits they have left over from the apocalypse. Probably made it beforehand. Maybe. I really don't know anything about it though, so I can't say for sure.
I mean, what is their end goal?
That's a good question.
Whatever their end goal is, I don't think I'm gonna like it. If they have all that power at their fingertips, it can't be good for us.
Some would already call the Pokemon Trainer Corps the New World Order. You know, it's our governmental system as well as our ability to protect ourselves. You know, I just thought that was natural growing up, but
And with
but
the
looking
ability
back
to
at it,
create Pokemon and hold stronger ones over us to just subjugate us.
they're just creating the world for them to control.
Sounds like it.
I kind of go and like quickly make eye contact with Lily. See how she reacts.
I mean, she's just looking at you all big-eyed. Just staring right back.
I
And you
believe-
look right into her eyes and she sees everything.
I believe that leads us to our next interesting experience we had.
In my mind, I'll think of a little short message for her, just like I just want to make things right. And,
She doesn't respond, but she
after all of this, if you want to talk, stick around.
she just stares into your eyes for a moment, then blinks and shakes her head, and you feel her leave your mind, and she blushes deeply and hides in her robes.
I'll look back over towards the rest of the group.
Yeah, everyone's watching you guys and amused.
Oh, I'm not.
Gary is.
But like my sixth sense is letting me know that this is happening, so I'm like staring at you, but not at you at the same time.
Not sees all.
Not to see all.
I mean,
Nothing.
what I think is this. I think the six of us right here are the only people that I trust.
I agree.
I agree.
That's why we wanted to talk to you as soon as you got here.
So, you guys need to be transparent with us, though. Whatever it is that you're keeping.
Oh, I just
And Lily
wanted
says it's big.
It is. I just wanted to feel the waters first. Well, after we left Bill's, we started heading here. But there was a contact that Bill said we might be able to go see if we wanted to know more. So naturally, we followed that. And it led us to a interesting place, filled with some very interesting people. If any of you know much about the Pokemon Rangers,
He's like, oh yeah, they're rebels.
well, we found ourselves right in the middle of their camp. And nearly,
You guys working with the Rangers?
I didn't say that. I said we followed the lead that Bill gave us to learn more, and it led us to that camp. And we had to buy our way in to save our lives, where we were able to have some very interesting conversations with some of their higher-ups, leaders. I'm assuming that's what they were. Damien?
What's that? Sorry, I was distracted.
Sorry, I was just nodding the next part off to you. You had more conversations with them than I, in certain ways.
I don't really care for them.
We met with the leaders of Pokemon Rangers, and I at least found out that I shared some common goals, common ground with them. Well, I guess let's just say we're in a bit of a situation.
I feel, Gary says, like you should be more specific about the situation.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just trying to figure out, because I'm also not too clear on it myself. So, we agreed to help them.
To get out of there and to leave with our lives, might I add.
Yeah, well, they also said if we didn't agree to help them, they were going to kill us right there. But after some convincing, here we are. But basically, they have another team or so of Pokemon trainers that are also boarding the SS Anne and coming with us to this island. And I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but I guess I can just ask. What did Ash tell you we're going to this island for?
Extermination of blooded Pokemon outside of Acapulco. Why?
Well, that's a front.
There's actually a abandoned research facility on Acapulco. And I think the goal is to recover. It's for us to basically cover for them while they go in and get what they need from it.
But I
They're
disagree
basically
with
just using
that.
us like soldiers. But
So-
anyway, the Rangers wanna be on the other side of that, and they want whatever's in this research facility to not fall into the hands of the professors.
Wait, so is so fucking much.
Oh, you want it to be a little more, just to really throw it all out on the table. This other team, we met with them, and they want to blow the fucking ship up. I think is ridiculous. So this is not a light matter by any means.
They want to blow the ship up and to ensure that we get there first.
And kill everyone else.
Which I don't agree with.
None of us do.
I agree with what they're fighting for. I don't agree with their methods. At least the methods of this mission. Remember my first run-in with them.
Sorry, boys. I had to sneeze really badly.
Oh, you're good.
I was recoiling that whole time. Then, I mean, fuck.
Bless you.
Thank you. I mean, are these Rangers? Should we be working with them? You're saying that they want to kill everyone.
I don't think they want to kill everyone just for the purpose of killing everyone. I can say that at least. They're basically just gonna do whatever they have to do to make sure the professors don't get to this facility first. And if that means killing other people, then they won't stop them.
But in the name of saving humanity, and Doctor puts his air quotes up.
I mean, it sounds like whatever's at this facility shouldn't be in the hands of these professors.
Agreed.
This is why I want it in our hands first.
It's like, yeah, what if the six of us just work together instead?
That's one of the hopes we had in talking with y'all.
Gary said, you could tell the Rangers it was destroyed.
You know, I didn't have this thought till we were here on this pier. But seeing how this conversation's going so far, that would mean we would have to kill the two operatives here.
Potentially.
Why do you say that?
They live, and they don't come back with whatever it is they're sent to find.
That's the thing, though. They don't even know what they're being sent here to find.
Something tells me it'll be pretty obvious when we get there. Unless we think we can deceive them.
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, what is the actual plan for the trainer corps here? What are they planning on doing? Because it doesn't sound like everyone's in on this plan. Who's going to this research facility?
We don't know anything on the trainer side. We know that they're sending in a bunch of teams to probably make way for another team to possibly get in there. Maybe a team that we're not even aware of, is my guess.
See, so we're not even supposed to get near this facility.
I think we're here. We're cannon fodder. We're here to hold off the blooded.
My hope was that you would be the other team on the trainer side without understanding why. And that all of this information could help bring it all together, but this does pose a problem.
We can't wait for them to... Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're going to be invited on that little voyage.
Perhaps.
were you talking about?
I think Dr. Silas believes that we were going to be the team that was to be going to the facility, or that the two of our teams.
That was my hope.
That would be convenient.
That would be awfully convenient. This is Gary. I mean,
But
Sounds
if-
like-
is there no one in town that outranks us?
Ash. I don't know of the other trainer groups.
Ash isn't coming.
But we have the boat ride to figure out who that group is on the trainer side as well. We already know who's the ranger side and operatives are.
It just
I
seems
think-
like whatever we do, we need to get there first somehow,
Agreed.
and then we make it look however we need it to.
Agreed. We also have to prevent the destruction of the ship, the killing of everybody on it that is not with the Rangers, and somehow deceive not only the Ranger operatives but also the Trainer Corps operatives at the same time. Or kill them all.
Jesus, wow, we were in for quite a voyage.
Welcome to the sea.
Welcome to the mindfuck that is our existence.
Well said.
How do
See-
you guys feel about Pokemon in general?
I mean, we tend to be mixed. But I think generally we all agree that the removal of Pokemon is our end goal.
Yeah, you've got to cast aside whatever beliefs that you were given by the trainer call at this point. What do you all really believe? What do you all personally want to have happen? And how can we all work together to see that future?
He says, I just want to keep people safe. It does not sound like this trainer corps takes care of its people.
I can assure you they
Superficially.
don't. Personal experience.
We accept the way the world works because it is this way. But it just seems like we can't live this way forever. I guess she doesn't like the Pokemon trainers.
I think our the only future, if we continue down the path we've been going down, the only future is that the walls around us just keep getting smaller.
Well, I guess it's up to the six of us to save humanity. Garrett gives you a thumbs up.
Now, I know this might be difficult, and I'm looking at Lily. But I'd really like to know what you think, dear. Often I
Oh.
find the one that speaks least sees the most of all.
Oh, I mean, you don't know Lily. She's been talking in my head this whole time. He grins. You've already heard from her.
I mean, fair, but
I mean, she has a softer spot for Pokemon than us. I'll admit that. But
kind
it's
of
still
like
Pokemon that took away our family.
yeah. Well, I am pleasantly surprised. Suppose I'm not entirely surprised, but I'm glad that we all see this similarly, and that we've got your aid on our side.
We're with you guys, though. I think we need a better plan than hope we can stop this when we get there.
Yeah. I think well, I'm actually very surprised I'm about to say any of this to all y'all. But I think I have an idea. One that might eliminate two of our problems in one fell swoop.
What's your plan?
Well, Professor Ash is in town, right? And he is clearly the one that orchestrated this, and must not only know where that facility is, but also if and who the Pokemon trainer group is. So, and he pulls out his cell phone, and he presses play on a recording.
Okay, you guys hear a 5-minute recording of part of the conversation you guys had with Masanobu and Kaya. The part in which Masanobu goes over the plan.
Once it ends, I believe, as I've already been trying to work an angle with Ash to gain his trust, that if I go and I take this to him, and I tell him of the Rangers, at least their involvement in this mission, and give him a warning, I might be able to angle it in such a way to get us to go to the facility itself. At least my group. I don't know about you, Gary. I don't know that I'd like to implicate you at all, if possible. And perhaps that will also reveal the identities of the original group to go there. This would allow us to know the location of the facility, perhaps, maybe a better understanding of what we're looking for there. And we would know the other side of the enemies or the opposition that we don't quite know yet. Masanobu and Kaya, while they seem like skilled and worthy opponents, we know who they are. And so their biggest strength is already stripped from them. We have plenty of time, if Ash doesn't do something right out of the gate, find a way to deal with them. All of which leads us into the quote-unquote good favor of the trainer corps.
I've got a couple worries about this plan.
As do I.
Go on.
If this does go the way you're thinking, that'd be wonderful. But Ash is a pretty smart guy. He's gonna ask you how you even got a hold of that recording. How we know how we even knew who the contacts were in the first place.
Well, I tell them the truth. Bill sent us on a quest of information. We followed it up, got captured by the Rangers, and had to buy our lives in service to them. And that was just a facade to get out.
But even if it does get us in his maybe good graces, I think that's going to bring a lot of eyes on us.
Yeah, especially if you guys then are then the ones sent directly to the facility.
Yeah, I think he's going to want to keep us as far away from the facility as possible with that once to give him that information.
I hadn't thought of that.
That brings.
Besides, what is the point of us? It doesn't sound like the Pokemon trainers are our allies. What is the point of us turning in another of our enemies to our enemy?
My thought was less complication.
Just seems like they fighted each other.
That was the hope, to pit them against each other. But now that you say it, that puts us in a very precarious situation of a spotlight, yeah. And so far we, while rising within the core, have avoided any such spotlights.
We should do this, I think, in a way that never looks like you guys were ever at the facility.
I like that idea.
Right? I mean, this can't be linked to you.
And we've got you all to vouch for us for being on the front lines or whatever we need you that for.
I wonder if I should bring Onyx with us, and we can just maybe burrow.
We could do that. That also might be useful to, once we do, hopefully recover whatever's in the facility and thwart the Trainer Corps' specialized group and thwart Masanobu and him and King Kaya. We could destroy the facility as well. Make it so they can't go back and gain any evidence.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That too sounds a bit flashy.
Yeah, you're right.
It just needs to, not be there when they get there.
Get ahead of both groups.
That's what I think. That's what we have to get there first.
We don't even know where it's at, though. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem.
Rasa comes in.
How so?
She does what she's doing right now. She links her eyes to her Pokemon so she can look around herself without having to communicate with her Pokemon.
That allows us to be wherever we need to be. Well,
So it's just a matter of getting you guys to the facility before they do.
I think so. In and out before they get there.
Since you don't know where it is, I think that means that you have to arrive on the island before they do.
That was my thought.
But wouldn't we also have to avoid suspicion? We don't get on the SSN. We don't take the boat trip with everybody.
No, you definitely have to take the boat trip.
I think we get on the boat. We extend our greetings to everyone there. We make sure we're seen around the boat interacting. And then
Use it to get us most of the way there.
Yep, and then possibly come nightfall we hop off and I can release Gyarados. We can hop on and we can hopefully make our way away from the boat as quietly as possible.
Yeah, but doesn't that still look suspicious? I mean,
Well, not if it's under chaos, not if it's under confusion. So
what if
the
we-
trainer. Go on.
we could bait in Pokemon.
That's one thought. The
I
trainer
mean, there's a
core.
ton of trainers there.
Yeah.
They're not going to be taken down by anything.
And the trainer core wouldn't send so many groups to this if they didn't need those groups to clear the path for whatever the secret group is. While it would be fantastic to figure out who they are while we're on the boat and use the boat to get us as close to the island as we need to the night before, perhaps this is where we can use Masanobu and his little bomb idea. I don't suggest killing everybody. But perhaps, as we already minorly talked about the option with them, use the bomb in a different way, not to destroy the boat, but perhaps delay it. Not use it to its full strength.
Not to breach the hull, but hurt the driving force.
Yeah. Get them dead in the water
Engine.
for a day or two. Drawing Pokemon as a distraction between the bomb and the Pokemon. Make it seem like something natural's happened. When everything's in chaos, we slip out. We go.
We swear we saw you guys fall overboard in the hubbub. Maybe
Hell,
it's this. Maybe it's a stormy night.
I mean, that would be to nature's luck, I suppose, but if that chance arrives, we should try and take it. But if any of you have water Pokemon as well, perhaps one of you falls overboard as well. Regroups later.
Perhaps.
It might be better if we stayed behind.
Yeah, I was gonna say perhaps someone from this group stays behind as well.
Leave 2 people back on the boat.
I think
I don't know. I think we function better as a team.
my idea was to potentially I would bring Asakura with me to the island, and we would do our best to find the location of the research facility, and then
Just-
somehow relay that to you guys, potentially.
And we'd still have to slip away somehow.
And you
It's
might
true.
need me to get into that facility.
This is true as well.
I understand that technology. I have key cards. I have passwords.
It's probably best if we all go then.
I agree. I think we'll stay behind and cover your exit. Make it look legit. Try and hold people back, stall them as we move forward.
I like this plan more than what we had before, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So I guess we gotta figure out what we're gonna use as bait, but
It's gonna be a matter of avoiding the blooded Pokemon while we're there too.
Yeah, we
We're
can't
gonna
stop
have
and
to
get
be
caught
careful.
up fighting them. We can't
it's
leave
gonna
a
be one.
trail of bloodshed for other people to find.
Gonna be one hell of a trip, boys.
Could potentially go buy some bait from the shop before we go. Ivysaur can make himself smell like bait too, but it's a bit risky as well.
Can't Isn't there stuff available that makes Pokemon go away as well?
Repels, yeah.
Yeah.
We should get as many of
Maybe.
them as we can.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
That might not work on the blooded Pokemon, but
Perhaps the littler ones
It'd help,
that usually
probably.
are with them. Well, as fantastic as this plan is, there's still one more problem. And I have to admit that this one is my doing.
What's that?
I've already set a meeting with Professor Ash and made it sound important.
I kind of give you this slanted-eyed look.
Yeah.
I see. Clench my fist behind my back.
I was gonna try and get any information I could out of him before we left.
I mean, information's probably not a bad thing.
Yeah. But I would need to bring something to the table to give him. And if I can't give him this recording, or the location of the ranger hideout, or our understanding of any of this, all that with chips in my card in my hand that are now gone because I like this plan, I don't have any cards left to give him.
Back down.
I think he'd be pretty
That will
suspicious
raise
if he did that
suspicion.
too.
I've got to give him something.
Maybe
Wait.
tell him that Bartholomew and those boys are up to something.
They're unlikely to hurt a fly. That might be easily
Sure.
seen through.
That's true.
I do have an idea, though.
What is it?
Well, it wouldn't put the spotlight on us in that sense by any means, and it would keep all of our covers. And it might get me ingratiated to him, but at a risk to myself. And he looked at Gary like a please don't hate me for this kind of look. But I could tell him that I figured out how to create a Pokemon. And show him cast form. That might put eyes on me in a different sense.
I mean, it makes you one of them.
Well, I suppose in a certain sense, but I did it trying to unravel what they created. I was trying to reverse engineer so that I can understand it. And like Damien said, or I didn't hear that. And like my goal has always been, find some way to use their creation as their destruction. How can you destroy something if you don't know how it's made? Always been my intention. I'm a man of science. So that's the approach I took. Science.
I mean, I see your points, but what do you? Man,
I don't think we condemn him for it just yet.
doesn't
Though I'm
this?
disgusted at the whole process as well.
suppose it.
I'd like to believe that he's telling the truth, saying that Pokemon killed his entire family and all.
I mean, I suppose it would get you in pretty deep. That's like high level info, I'd imagine.
What else was I supposed to do? I can't fight like you guys. I don't have any special connections to the Pokemon. I'm just a man. I was a teacher. And these fucking monsters came into the world and took everything I loved away from me. So I used the only tool I knew I had. My research. Understand the whole thing. I had to. Damn me if you want for it. I don't care.
I'll think on it more, but I understand. It feels gross.
Oh, trust me. There were many nights I laid awake looking at that egg, thinking I should just smash it now.
Thing like hatched in 2 days.
Well, you should probably have your meeting with Ash soon, if you don't want to be suspicious.
Yeah, I gotta get off this peeing away from you all.
We'll go make alibis for ourselves. Dinner, guys? Looks over at Osgoro and Damien.
Sure. And this is where we should end it for tonight.
I'll look over and make
Alright.
contact with Lily really quick. After they ask.
Yeah, it's... Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we'll meet up with you guys later then.
I mean, just go have dinner back at the beach hut.
Sure, Ashley would be happy to see us again.
They don't really do dinner there. Besides,
know?
where are you gonna meet
Yeah.
up? Where are you gonna meet up with your old friend Ash, if not at the Mermaid Cafe?
The opposite side of town.
All right, well, we'll find something. We'll find something good down here.
All right.
Well, I'm truly glad that you are on our side.
I'm glad you found those research papers in Oak's lab.
Yeah.
Made things a little bit easier.
Well, not for us, but
Yeah.
I can feel. I understand what you mean. No, you're fine, man. I'm just fucking with you.
Right.
You three were the last three I wanted as our enemies.
Agreed. Well, I have to deal with the devil, so I'll talk with you all later.
Before you leave, Silas,
Yeah.
I walk up to you. I put my hand on your left shoulder and whisper in your ear. I'm trusting you.
He pulls out the cell phone and lets you look at the screen. And you see him delete the recording. I wouldn't think to break it. He whispers back.
All right,
Hand back on your shoulder and walk off the pier.
and that's where we'll end tonight.
Fuck! I was so ready to betray y'all.
You told me 1 in 20 chance you didn't show him that recording today. 1 in 20 chance.
Holy shit!
That was a good fucking roleplay session. I liked that session a lot.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Boys, that was quite something.
Is the band back together again?
For now, yeah. With the entourage.